Alright, so this is a contentious one if I'm being honest, because yes, as you already know, WWE has decided to move WrestleMania 36 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to the Performance Center in Orlando, or wherever the hell it is. And really, World Wrestling Entertainment will kind of damned if they do and damned if they don't in this situation. None of us understand what's going on. It's crazy, and every day you wake up and look out of the window expecting to see some zombies. But because of all of this, there's going to be no fans, there's going to be no live gate, there's going to be no merchandise, just gonna be a lot of silence. We are doing the biggest show of the year in a barn. Well, no, not a barn, but you take my point, and I can genuinely understand why this has happened, because who even knows when we're gonna get to the end of all this madness? Everyone keeps saying, oh, we should do it in August, we should do it at SummerSlam and call it Super SummerSlam or SummerSlam-a-Mania. But what if we get to the summer and it's still going on? And then you just have to think, okay, we'll just keep delaying it. Then it's going to be 2025 and everybody, I promise, is going to be sick of Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. However, there is another side to this, and as I have said time and time again, the Y series is about presenting both and playing devil's advocate. So Vince McMahon has made a mistake with WrestleMania 36. Why? Hurt. Here's why. And I understand and get the reasons behind this, because people have been attacking my timeline all week sheerly out of pure shock. Because how can you do WrestleMania 36 without any fans? I mean, why even put it on the WWE Network / pay-per-view unless people are going to tune in out of sheer intrigue, but that's unlikely. And just how much money is this going to cost World Wrestling Entertainment? And the answer is a lot. And all of this is correct, aside from feuds culminating or matches just feeling like they're a bigger deal. The coolest and the best thing about WrestleMania is seeing 70,000 plus people, or 300,000 plus people, if you listen to the numbers WWE will tell you, but seeing 70,000 plus people just sat there enjoying professional wrestling, and you get taken in by it. It's just an incredible visual, and you're like, damn it, I love this nonsense. And then when you hear this audience react, forget about it, you are invested. Like, go back to WrestleMania 35, when Seth Rollins slayed the beast Brock Lesnar. Not only was everybody going crazy for Seth when he arrived, they were going more crazy when it was over. And that stuff resonates out the TV, and it hits you right in the face, and it makes you feel good. And if something makes you feel good, do it again. To take that all away and do it in front of no one sucks. But here's the thing. Do you not think that WWE knows that and thinks the same? Of course they do. Do you not think that Drew McIntyre is just a little bit bummed that if he is about to win the WWE title, it's going to be in front of 0 attendees? Of course he's not. He's going to be livid about this. He'll understand the situation, but it's just not the same. So it's right there where you can look at it and go, well, why don't we just hold off WrestleMania? But again, you can bring in the other flip side argument I already made. Do you still want to be watching Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar come November 2020? This is when we come like dogs chasing our tails, like that. You're like, where's my tail? Where's my tail? And you never find the tail because none of it is actually adding up in your head because it's brand new waters. It's like Columbus when he's looking for India and he found America. It's like, oh, we are looking for the solution and we're ending up in, I don't know, confused land. Next, yes, is the business end. And while you may get a few extra people buying the WWE Network or buying a pay-per-view just out of the sheer intrigue, like what the hell is WrestleMania going to look like, by the time it rolls around, we are going to have seen 7 Raw and SmackDowns that are basically happening in the same environment, and by then, the novelty is 100% going to have worn off. And while you'd expect WWE to now shorten the card and only put like half the matches on there and top it off about 2.5 to 3 hours, you don't know they're going to do that. I don't know they're going to do that. No one knows if they're going to do that. If you're sitting there with your controller, pondering dropping your $9.99, and then you remember that WrestleMania 35 went on for 42 hours, you may just go, you know what? I'll gift the thing. Following on from that, no merch, no live gate, and you got to put that in your brain because it just goes to show how much WWE's backs are against the wall. Like if you do listening to the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer speculated that in live ticket sales, they'll probably lose about $15 million, and in t-shirt money, they'll probably lose about $2 million. Now again, he was just coming up with figures that make sense, but even if it's a little bit less or it's a little bit more, that is a massive chunk of change. If I had that change and I dropped it down the drain, I would probably punch myself in the head until I finally just ended everything because I wouldn't be able to handle it. If nothing else, just to underline it so you understand, it's just not going to be as good in the Performance Center in front of silence. You want to know why? Because silence is really awkward. Watch. See, it's weird and I don't like it. It's probably the reason why on Raw recently, WWE sent Asuka to be on commentary for the Andrade vs. Rey Mysterio match and told her, look, just make as much noise as you can so we can fill these gaps. It worked. It's hilarious. With all that said, there may be one final lifeline when it comes to WrestleMania, and we get that information from the Twitter account known as @FightOracle. And the only reason I bring him into this is that he has been right about some things in the past, so he's kind of a credible source. That says, though, that in order for WWE to get its insurance money, they need to show that they tried to mitigate damages as much as they could, hence why they've gone, hey ho, we're going down to NXT, or at least where we train people. But if Orlando, where obviously the Performance Center is, then comes out and says, we ain't holding no events, especially that one down here, then you have to cancel WrestleMania 36 altogether. WWE can still cash in and make sure they don't big losses, and according again to this Twitter account, it's going to happen at Madison Square Garden in June. Now, how he knows that, I don't know, but look, you want some hope? I'm just throwing it at you. Here's the other point though, and it's not even another point because I've said this at least 22 times in the last few minutes, we don't know what's going to be happening in June. By June, aliens could have come down and they could have started shooting laser guns at us. It's completely unterritoried waters, or uncharted waters I should say. Kind of scared, I'm kind of terrified, I'm kind of intrigued, I'm kind of fascinated. I'm just all the emotions under the sun. I can't handle it. I need to lie down. So it is a mistake for Vince McMahon to be running WrestleMania 36 in this way. But you know what? It's also true the other way around. We got to do something. We can't just sit around with our fingers up our holes. Regret saying that. Let's take that back. We can't just sit around dancing the night away. We have to do something. We have to move forward regardless. And this right now is the plan for WrestleMania 36. And you know, it's not great. I look forward to the show of shows, the showcase of the Immortals every year. I was meant to go, that ain't happening. Travel ban. Again, what can you do? What can we do? Just shrug our shoulders, like the emoji, watch our arms flail around like we're some kind of puppet, and just hope all this craziness somehow works itself out. And remember, there are bigger things at play here, and that's the thing. No matter how annoyed or frustrated you get, try and look at the bigger picture. Stay safe. Take care of each other. One final note too, if we are to put our positive hats on for 1 second, who's to say this won't be the best WrestleMania we've ever seen in our entire lives? I mean, it's 100% not going to be. Even me bringing that up makes me a little bit of a jabroni and a Poindexter. But maybe something good comes out of this. What I would do personally is I would pre-record some of the matches and I would make it all final deletion-y, or just, you know, kind of make it look and feel as if you're watching a Netflix show or you're watching a soap opera. If you do something different like that with the time you've got now to ensure that when somebody is watching it, the pacing is better, you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming, you may actually get a few more eyeballs on your product, and you may get some good reviews after the fact. I'm not saying you should just rip off something like Lucha Underground, but why not use it as a template, and why not use the fact that we're at somewhere we never thought we'd be to finally try something new? You ain't going to annoy the fans live in the arena, the venue, the building, are you? They're not going to be there. As a reminder, I can already tell you the attendance of WrestleMania 36, it's going to be 0. 0, less than 1, more than -1. I mean, WWE will probably somehow say, we got a new attendance record of 72,000, and finally we can go WWE. That is just not true. I count them right now, watch. None. My point being is, let's do something new. We're here, and it fails, we never have to think about it again. Just think it would be good for everyone involved. And once more, take your mind off the situation at hand. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about this. Right down there. Has Vince McMahon made a mistake? Is he doing what he can? Or is all this an absolute bust? Like the video, share the video, subscribe to What Culture Wrestling. Do it right now. Head over to WhatCulture.com, read yourself some articles, follow What Culture on Twitter, What Culture WWE. Watch more videos here on What Culture Wrestling. My name is Simon Miller, the bald asshole from What Culture, and again, I'm going to repeat what I just said because I think it's so important right now. Mostly, I just hope you're okay. You may have seen the What Culture update the other day. We're going to keep entertaining you as best we can. Some videos may be a little weird, they may go up at strange times, but you need a distraction right now. We need a distraction too. And if we can have this symbiotic relationship, that's exactly what we're going to do. Remember, wrestling is meant to be fun even in these dark times. And if we can stir up a pot of entertainment and sip it down your throat, and that's not what you do, pour it down your throat, everything should be just a little bit better. Thank you for watching again. I will see you.